Hey everyone, and welcome to Live with Smartphone, your weekly space to ask questions, share wins, and discover workflows that help your business grow. I'm Cezar, Integration Manager from Smartphone, and I'll be your host for today. And also with me are Vladi from our sales team, Valentina, our affiliate manager, Tudor and Alessandro from our support team, and Katalin, our marketing admin. Okay, and thanks for being here. We're excited for today's session. And if you're joining us inside Zoom, you can drop any questions you have in the Q&A or the regular chat, or raise your hand so we don't lose those questions. And if you want the Zoom link and reminders for future weeks, you can register once at bit.ly/livewithsmartphone, and we're going to share that in the chat afterwards. Every week, we go live for 30 minutes to connect with you, our clients, prospects, and industry friends. So this is your time to troubleshoot challenges with us live, see how others are using smartphone in their workflow, and our goal is to help you scale smarter 1 week at a time. Today, we're not pushing a specific topic. We're here to listen. You drive the agenda, and we'll show quick demos only if they help answer your questions. For those of you who are new and never heard of smartphone, I'm going to give you a brief overview of who we are and what the smartphone unlocks before we open the floor. So the foundation of your communications is smartphone, which includes calling, texting, video calling, routing, and smart dialer, our power dialer. It is designed to integrate seamlessly with your CRM to keep your team productive and ensure that nothing is overlooked. With departments, permissions, and the appropriate safeguards, it scales smoothly whether you're a single operator or a big team. Our company's priorities include listening first, being transparent, and creating useful solutions that help your day run more smoothly rather than noisier. And what distinguishes us is our emphasis on actual workflows and quick iterations based on your feedback. All right, so let's make this yours. Any challenges are you facing this week? Zoom folks, pop them into Q&A or the regular chat, or raise your hand. Anyone?
Don't be shy, guys. I mean, um, I know using a platform can be complicated and sometimes we face issues. So we are here to hear everything that you have.
So we have our first question from Jordan Johnson. Hi, Jordan. And he's asking, can you help me understand the right process to answer a call on iPhone? 50% of the time I attempt to take incoming calls and the call often drops. Also, the same question applies for Apple CarPlay. Okay, this is an interesting question. Have you guys seen a trend in that, Tudor, the support?
That's a really good question, Cesar, and thank you, Jordan, for being the first one to break the ice there with a question and with your issue. The short answer is no. The incoming calls should just pop up on your phone as your regular phone app, and you should be able to answer them flawlessly. So you said 50% of the time I attempt to take incoming calls and the call often drops. The call drops is something that we hear often on the agents that are taking phone calls through smartphone while they are in the car, while they are going at high speeds on the highways, while they are, let's say, driving around town and they are going from area A to B quickly. Let's say smartphone uses the technology voice over IP, and we basically rent over another provider line services. And sometimes when that line changes, and usually that happens whenever your agents are on the go, the calls might get a delay or can be a bit choppy. But if you are receiving such a big percent of call drops, Jordan, if I may, could you please share? Actually, I think I have your email, but if possible, could you private message me on Zoom your email, and I wanna look over your smartphone account, and we can look over some data for that concert. I want to see exactly what is happening with your phone calls drops there, because that's not normal. 50%, it's a really high rate for incoming calls to drop. I'm sure we can look over that.
Right, we got a second question from Robert. Hey, Robert. And he's asking us how to use the power dialer to its full power. That's a really good question. I love that. And the answer here can take me 10 minutes to reply, but I'll try to be short. Um, it also depends on the CRM that you're using, but there are a couple of steps that you need to that you can perform in order to use the smart dialer at its full potential. And the first thing that comes into my mind is making sure that you clean your lists before importing them into Smart Dialer. So make sure you have the valid numbers, you remove the DNC, you segment them by type, by workflow, by persona. And you can then build lists directly from your CRM or upload spreadsheets. The voicemail drop and the callback drop are also things that you have to reconsider. Having a good voicemail drop will increase the chances of people calling you back. And of course, the callback drop gives you access to the people that um, didn't get the chance to connect with you. And again, that makes them call you back. And another thing that comes into my mind is choosing the right mode. So if you have a good quality list, you might as well just use single line for the highest quality. And if you have if you want higher connect volume, do the multi-line. You can use the AI voice detection to move past greetings faster, but verify your voicemail drops still complete. You can enable the geocaller ID, which basically matches the local numbers for better answer rates in your Smart Dialer campaign. You have the call script inside Smart Dialer, which is really important. And I would say you need to define properly your call statuses or call dispositions to downstream automation and make sure that you report the leads in a clean manner. I hope this answered your questions, and of course, we can get back to you with more tips, and we can even schedule a meeting with you to go over that together. Let's see if we have another question. Jordan replied with his email, by the way, Tudor. I'm sure you're on it already.
Yep, I was just looking over it. Thank you, Jordan, for that quick reply. Please expect my email within 30 minutes from now, and we can discuss, and I'm sure we can join a meeting. No worries. If I may, also, Cesar, we have another question here. So I'm in the trial period during, I'm in the trial period. During the trial, can I use the power dialer? Absolutely. We have an option to start the smart dialer trial as well within the platform. I use the system, and as I do, it seems I have to do everything manually. Most likely you are using our regular dialer, the one that is everywhere on the page, at the in the middle, in the top page, whenever you are on the platform. The smart dialer, it has a totally different functionality, as Cesar described a few minutes ago. No worries, we have documentation on that as well, and we can redirect you to a smart dialer to the smart dialer page and how to use it.
Okay, Isabe Diaz Jr. Hey, Isabe, I'm on the Smart Dollar program. Okay, that's really great. Let us know if you have any specific questions on that. We also have David Daniels. Is there a timeline on when first-time caller tracking will be implemented? I'm not quite sure I understand that question. Can you please be more specific on that? Or guys, if you understand his question, please help me answer it.
Of course, Diaz. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Diaz, we can move this conversation if you would like that. I can join a meeting with you, or one of our sales people can do a walk through Smart Dialer. I mean, we can help on that. I'm sorry if you feel this way. We want this meeting to be productive and to be about you. That's why we invited a lot of people here to feel free to ask any questions, even complain or issues or positive stuff. Everything is, you can type everything here.
Okay, David got back to us and he was asking, can you explain how the round robin function works? The tooltip suggests that it calls first in line, and I was wondering if there was a way to do weighted distribution.
Hmm. Um, that's a really good question. From our experience on how people are using it, it's quite simple, and they are using it with a small amount of people in the team. I would say around 4 to 6 people at most. We have even bigger customers that are using it with more than 10, 11. But it's pretty straightforward. As long as you have the setup properly, I mean, you need a team configured. Let's say you need a sales team. You need to include every single agent that is in that sales team, and make sure that they are in the sales team. When you will need, of course, to select the call recording for the outlet if you want the call to be recorded or not. And I believe the most confusing one is the rounds option on the round robin applet. Basically, the rounds option on the round robin applet, you can control how many users are attempted to move to the next step in the call flow. So let's say you have a team of 4 people, of 4 users, and you select the 3 users or the next 3 users or the next 2 users. The call will go to the first user. If they cannot answer the phone call, they will go to the user 2 and then to the user 3 and so on. Basically, the round option will go to those users. But I will say, keep in mind, round robin can be confusing, and as long as you have a team set up as described here and shared on our screen, thank you so much, Vladi, for that. So for a round robin to work properly, you need a team, and those users in the team all of them need to be added. Second one, make sure that all of the team members are online, available, and they are at work. If not, That's not really a problem. The system will skip them. But for example, in this share screen that Vlad is sharing us, if Anne is at work, Anne will receive the first call. But if Mina is unavailable, sick, out on a holiday or something like that, on a meeting, the call will go directly to the user 3. I will say the best thing to use, the settings that you need to use in the round robin. Set up a team, I will say around 4-6 people. Do rounds. If you have a team of 4 people, I will say do select on the rounds, call the first 4 people. Vladi, can you show? Perfect. Thank you. Exactly. So I will say this is the most efficient way for you to set things up. And of course, after the rounds are setting up the rounds, the ring time should also be one of your main point. We usually the default one is 30 seconds. We believe we chose that just because we wanted to make sure that everything connects and the customer has feedback. I mean, multiple ringing sound that you will hear that the calls will connect, and also for your agents to have the time to pick up the phone call. I would say keep this as simple as possible. Keep the teams small and optimized, and choose the rounds as you like. But I usually like to do my rounds depending on the size of the team that I am selecting. And of course, the sticky agent option. So whenever somebody will call back, let's say on the first, let's say today, a call came in to the phone number attached to this round robin, and Vladi answered the phone call here. Tomorrow, if the same people, if the same person, if the same lead is calling again on this phone number with the round robin, and Vladi will be available, the incoming phone call will go directly to Vladi.
It's a very good explanation and thorough. Appreciate that, Tudor. Thank you very much.
No worries. And one more thing around round robin. It can be confusing. Please go over the live chat whenever you feel like something doesn't feel right or something is not working, because we can explain it furthermore, and we can even test it ourselves to make sure that everything works fine. At the bottom right corner, Vlad, if you can just click a bit on the share screen for the people to see. On the bottom right corner, we have the pop-up for the live chat, and you can ask us more details about the round robin, and we can basically see exactly how you have the flow set up on your smartphone account.
Okay. Okay, let's get back to David. He replied to his first question, and he said that what I mean by my first question is when a person calls in for the first time, is there a way to track or tell is the first time that number has called? The first indication that someone is calling you for the first time is that there is no name attached to the phone call, right? You only see the phone number. So that's the first indication that this contact is reaching you for the first time. Of course, there is a possibility that you already have that contact inside your CRM, but with no name attached to it. In that case, you wouldn't be able to currently see if that contact reaches you out for the first time. But this is something that we're going to take into consideration, and we will add to our ideas list. Getting back to an earlier question from Bruce. Hi, Bruce. How do you send additional clients into my lists without deleting the contacts I already have in my list? Is this possible, and how? If your question is related to Smart Dialer and you're asking if you already built a list in Smart Dialer, a campaign, and you would like to add more contacts to it without creating a new campaign? The short answer is no. At the moment, you cannot add more contacts to your existing Smart Dialer campaign. However, this is something that we're exploring, and we already have an idea like this in our system, and we'll make sure to follow up with you once it is live. Let's see another question. Luis is asking if smartphone integrates with an AI customer support agent, for example, 11 Labs AI voice agent. I'm so glad you asked this question because we're actually working on this with no third-party integration. Uh, we're working on an inbound AI agent, which is basically an applet on our existing call flows that can be set up so that 24/7 there is an AI answering the phone and doing various automations inside smartphone, creating the account, sending the contact to your CRM and things like that. I cannot give you more details on it, but this is something that we're working on, and we will provide more information as soon as we have it. Let's see. Kevin is asking Vladimir to reach out to him. He's saying that his Yahoo account is not working. We're going to get back to you, Kevin,
Yeah.
for sure.
So Kevin, I'm looking actually, I was looking over your account right now. I found your account. It's indeed suspended. Give me a couple of minutes. I'm working with Vladi right now to get you up and running to see the reason why.
All right. Do you have any other questions, guys? Please, don't be shy. Go ahead. Thanks, Alessandro, for dropping that link to our documentation. Appreciate it. Okay, while more questions come in, we can try and talk to you about our existing AI tools, which is the transcript, the summary of the calls and the keywords that can be set up, displayed in smartphone, and then sent to your CRM and displayed into your CRM. Vladi, can you please share your screen and give us a quick walkthrough of that?
Absolutely. Hello, everybody. So regarding our AI tools, this is a very, very powerful feature of Smartphone Pro, which essentially provides you with the ability to transcribe call recordings and also have a summary based on that. And additionally, you can also set up keywords under the admin section to the account settings tab. You will be able to configure certain keywords that the system can highlight for you based on the conversation that your agent or you have had with your customers. So this is where you can configure it. Let me turn it off and then turn it back on. As you can see, it asks me who do I want to turn it on for, what agents. And in our case, we have the entire team selected. So if I go ahead and activate it, it will now be present on all calls, and it will transcribe them, as I will show you in a couple of moments, and also create summaries. And based on the transcription, these keywords can be highlighted. And of course, you can configure whatever you want here. And the place where you will be able to see those things will be under billing and logs in the top right corner. We're going to have the AI logs section. And we have a very good example here of a conversation that we have transcribed. So we had a conversation here about a property. As you can see, this is the whole transcript. So it goes from the very first second when we opened up the conversation all the way to the bottom until bye-bye, and everything will be here, all the conversation. Once you click on a keyword, it takes you directly to the part in the conversation where it was mentioned. And if you also click it, it actually plays the recording directly at that moment when this was mentioned. And this can apply for all keywords. As you can see, if I click it, it takes me to it. And then if I click on the actual text, it opens up or plays the recording. Moving into the summary section, it takes every detail from the transcription and creates a summary based on it. So you can see exactly what the conversation was about in a couple of moments. And this is also under the recording. So once you come here, you can play the recording and listen to the whole conversation while observing the keywords and the summary as well. This is going to be present only on the Smartphone Pro package. This is something that I would like to highlight. But it is a very powerful feature designed to allow you to identify the performance of your agents much more easier. And it also allows you to train them and coach them proactively so that they can improve their techniques and their approaches. Besides this functionality, the Smartphone Pro plan also provides you with call monitoring, which is going to be very powerful when combined with the AI tools, because this also allows you to approach your agents proactively and listen to their live calls. You can also whisper to them so they can only hear you and only them can hear you, not the contact or lead as well. And this offers you with the opportunity of training and coaching them live and proactively. As a last functionality, you will also be able to join live sessions in case you need to talk to the lead as well. But usually listening and whispering are the most powerful features from this bundle.
Great. Thank you very much, Vladi. That was really, really on point. I think we'll start landing the plane. I think we went through all of your questions. Our team
Yep.
will contact everyone that reached out to us via chat. And I'd like to thank everyone who joined live today, and to Vladi, Valentina, Tudor, Alessandro, Catalin for jumping in. The replay will be on Facebook and also on your email when we'll post highlights on social. Thanks for spending time with us, and see you next week, guys. Take care.